2025 NWSL kit drop. New kits are out. Now, there are some caveats. Last year's 2024 primary kits are going to remain the same for 2025. However, each NWSL club also received a secondary kit. Now, there are also some exceptions to this exception. They've got 2 new jerseys. Orlando is going to use its secondary jersey that debuts today as its primary jersey. But for the first time, you can also buy all of these jerseys. Authentic versions of the jerseys are available for purchase on nwslshop.com. We got the kit drop, 14 of them. Now, some of us haven't seen these yet, right? Darian, Christine, have you seen any of these kits yet?
I've seen nothing. I have avoided it.
I saw a peek. I will lie.
Darian,
It flooded.
The whole plan was supposed to not look at them.
I saw a peek. I won't lie, but I'll save my opinions. I didn't see all of them. Maybe I'll be surprised.
Okay, maybe. I've seen them. I saw them. Sorry, guys. Sandra's also seen them.
Yes.
I saw them yesterday. It's not my fault. Okay, but we're gonna go through all of them. Sandra, you've got to.
Your eyeballs just fell on them, Lisa. Sure. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
It was actually our other producer, Courtney Stith, who showed them to me in studio. So shout out to Courtney, but also I didn't know I wasn't supposed to see them. And she was like, "Did you see them?" And I was like, "No, let me see." Because it's so exciting. Okay, guys, let's talk about them. Let's start with Angel City. We're going to go alphabetical here. Angel City FC drop their new kit. It is called Los Angeles. It's the secondary kit for Angel City. Darian, initial reactions to Alyssa Thompson rocking this kit?
I like it. I actually do really like this. I like that they're paying homage to LA and what the city represents and how busy it is, but that's kind of faded into the background, and the crest and the lining of the kit really stand out. I think this is dope, and it's a play on not just a normal white kit, which I think a lot of teams just like sometimes their away kits they don't really do much with, and they just kind of swap them around. I really like this. I wanted more from Angel City last year, and I think we got it.
I dig it. I actually did my ranking, so it's out there on .com if you all want to go see it. And spoiler alert, Angel City's kit made it into the top 3.
Whoa.
I like it. It's very, very good. Sometimes, a cream color kit with like detailing might give the vibe that like it could potentially blend out on broadcast, but like the details in this kit are just like absolutely impossible to miss up close. And I love how connective it is of a kit to Los Angeles. I think it's coming at a really transitional time for the city. It's very uplifting. There's a charity component involved, as they're like going to be selling patches alongside this kit as well. So great stuff here from them for sure. I mean, if you really go through it, you get to see all kinds of really cool stuff from all different landmarks of LA, and it's not in the image that we showed, but there's a really nifty Los Angeles script on this kit as well that I really, really love as well. It's giving the old school like airbrush vibe kind of script.
Cool.
And
like graffiti?
Yes, I hope they utilize it more moving forward in some way, some kind of merch.
Yeah, I love when teams do like a light outlining of geographical or city connective things. Like Chicago did that with the train station, the loop. I don't know. I don't live in Chicago, but Chicago did that a couple years ago with like the railroads. I don't know. I like this one.
Elevated train system, Lisa.
Railroads.
Whatever
they are.
Whatever. Okay, kit number 2, Bay FC. Now, they did drop 2 this year, but this is the most legit one, Christine. Initial thoughts of Bay FC and their new kit.
I mean, damn, I just want to say I really like Angel City's kit. I didn't get a chance to say that, but okay. Bay FC, I really like the navy and orange color combo. It's clean, it's a little bit different. I don't know. I feel like Bay came out with that like black on black, and I love that. So this certainly departs from there, but yeah, like this is crispy.
Mm-hmm. So there are 9 lines on the kit representing the 9 counties that bind the Bay Area. They flow together, symbolizing the power, embracing the diverse identities in the background of the area. So there are 2 new kits for Bay. The secondary one is an update to the white kit from last year. I mean, last year's Bay kits for 2024 in their inaugural season were boring.
They sucked.
They were
They could
boring.
have come out with a splash. They were so lame. They had really dope bomber jackets.
Yeah, the bomber jackets were fire though.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have played in those.
Hits. Yeah.
Is this a step in the right direction, D?
Yeah, I love Christine. I agree with you. I love the orange and the navy. I think that color combination looks really cool. I'm actually excited for them to maybe do like an all orange kit at some point. Like I love that G color. It's just cool. It's standout. It's bright. It looks powerful. And when you look good, you feel good. You play good.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw this, it was giving Chicago Bears for me. And for me, you would have thought that like, yeah,
Ooh.
like I'm gonna be 100% sold on this kit. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. As soon as you put a crest in the middle of a jersey,
Okay.
it's out the window for me. I can. That
So
is
you're
my
a hater
biggest.
of the center
That
crest.
is proud hater
Oh.
reporting for duty here.
I need it to be like
am
a
not.
tastefully
I am
done
not
kind
here
of
for
crest.
it. As soon as I see a crest moved into a center of a kit, it's low for me.
Oh,
But I
I
love the color
like
scheme.
it.
I love. So there's like mix. There's a reason why Bay lands pretty neatly in the middle of my rankings.
Okay, so not a top 3, not a top 5 like
Wow.
Angel City. Okay, but this year, one of the clubs in the NWSL is doing a rebrand. They're dropping the red. It's now just Chicago Stars FC. This kit is sleek. It's got a dark design with a liquid metal-like pattern symbolizing the relentless intensity that lies within the team's ability to adapt to any challenge. Whoa, that was out of left field, but it looks pretty cool. You can definitely see the liquid metal like patterns. Sandra, I'm gonna go with you for this one. On a team rebrand in a new year, is this what you expect from their first kit?
Yeah, I think they wanted to try to make a bit of a statement alongside the rebrand, which is ironic because the rebrand has a bit of a rebrand in this kit. That new crest that they rolled out with is now just sort of a two-tone black and white vibe to go on this kit. But I think it falls a little short. It gets a little bit lost, not in a bad way. It's because the liquid metal of it all, of the kit, kind of stands out a bit more. I kind of like the silvery vibes of it. If they were going for metallic, it definitely kind of stands out for sure there. And I like the red trimming as well. I think that helps make it pop.
Is this like the A3 effect? Because it's weird how they said relentless, and that was our interview question to Lauren before he actually started with Red Stars about what banner he'd hang over this team. So I don't mean to claim credit, but like, was it us guys? Just like let us know. Was it us? Were
We're
we
so powerful.
influential? No, it's an interesting looking kit. It's certainly not boring, but I'm not like, oh my god, that's so wonderful.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay.
I think there's a color on it, which is kind of cool.
I love a kit with a collar.
I like a color. It's subtle. It's
You
a
could
little
reel me in with a collar, but I also am a sucker for sleeves. So like if anybody's trying to like hit my target audience, it's long sleeve collar.
Well, that's a goalkeeper kit, Christine.
Not necessarily. Bring back the long sleeve kits. Sometimes we have cold arms.
Okay, Houston Dash. Guys, open your eyes and get ready for this one because it is something that we have never seen before. New head coach, new players into the mix, and for the first time ever, the Houston Dash are wearing purple kits. It is a new chapter. It is crazy. It is a secondary mark. It features a tonal secondary mark for their crest, but it's purple. It is purple. What do we think?
I love this.
I'm here for it.
It's like a fuchsia. I'm thinking of like a storm of lightning, the sky, like boom, you're in Houston, it's humid. Like this just makes a lot of sense. Also, Yasmin looks great. Shout out. She looks beautiful. But it's powerful. Like talking about a team that needed a rebrand and needs to reset literally everything about their organization. What a way to come out with a bang and have a jersey like this. I think this is my favorite so far from what we've seen.
Yeah, very cool.
Top 2 for
I
me.
think it's for me like purple composition notebook, but I think that the color, the vibrancy will look phenomenal on field and on broadcasts. So like it's not a no from me. It's just I haven't quite fallen in love with it.
I love this one. I love it. I think it's so bright. I have really been digging Houston's kits the last couple of years. I think they just do a really good job of It's almost like this neon element into it. And that's also what we're getting from this. It kind of looks like spray paint splatter, like a light spray paint of this fuchsia over the dark blue, dark purple. They're calling it the Cosmic Storm kit. Definitely a top 3 for me in this so far of what I've seen. I have seen them all,
Yeah,
but
I like
this
it a
one is
lot.
up there. Okay, let's do Kansas City Current. They're calling this the Teal Town kit. It is the first ever full kit in the Current's signature teal cover. I mean, it's taken way too long for us to get to this teal color. I love this for Kansas City. Teal rising all over it. The kit itself isn't anything with like crazy designs all over it, but it's the teal. These players in head to toe heel, woo! I cannot wait to see it on the pitch.
Me too. I love that they're referencing it as the Teal Town kit. I love the color scheme. And I know the Current haven't been around for a long time, but it has not only been literal years and felt like literal years. I think for fans who really wanted to see the team kind of lean into the teal of it all for Kansas City. And I love that they're doing that with this kit. And there's some details on it. The squiggly things on there are supposed to be a map that's representative of the river and Kansas City. And shout out to where the crest placement is because of how the blueprint that they have laid out on this kit. It's supposed to represent exactly where CPKC Stadium is.
No way.
I like all
That's
the
so
added
cool.
details. I love the teal color scheme. I love the navy blue trimming on there. I think it's going to look really good out on the pitch. This was also a top 2 for me.
Ooh.
Whoa.
See, that's very cool. Like now that you've also added in the layer of like, hey, it's understated, but the little map leads to the crest.
That's cool.
I'm a little bit sold on this. Also, I look really good in this color. So if Kansas City wants to send me one,
There you go.
I mean, you don't have to, but like I wouldn't say no. I'd probably wear it a few hundred times. No, I like it. It looks really, really good.
You're in
Yeah.
on this one, D?
Yeah, I think this was what fans really wanted, was an all teal kit. Like even when I played for Kansas City, I think we only had teal socks and everything else was red. And fans went crazy thinking like they should have a fully teal kit. Why is this not a thing yet? So I like it. I almost wish it was more of a vibrant teal a little bit, like the socks. Like make it obnoxious. Make it like that highlighter yellow that Seattle had a few years back. But I like it. It's going to be a cool standout kit. It's paying homage to Kansas City. It's going to look cool while they're playing.
A similar tealish blue color is one that New Jersey, New York, Gotham FC is rolling out for 2025. This is a kit that is different. It's got some black trim around the shoulders, going down over the shoulder caps, and then at the edge of the shorts. D, what do you think of this one for Gotham?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Say it louder. Say it with your whole chest.
I don't like it. I wish that I like the black trim. Like I enjoy the idea of the teal with black trim or whatever we're calling it, powder blue, because Kansas City is teal.
Yeah, true. This is
powder blue. I don't think I like the color blocking of the shoulders because I think it accentuates in an unflattering way. Neely Martin looks great. This is nothing about her. I'm not a
very
fan.
American football too. That blocking, it reads very American football jersey.
Almost.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I would like it if they did a collar that was black and kept everything else powder blue or something like. But I do like the black crest. I actually think that looks badass.
Yeah, the black crest is cool. This looks like a training kit to me. This looks like a practice jersey that you would wear every single day. And then you would have an elevated one that you would wear for game day.
Yeah.
It's
not my favorite.
I disagree on the crest. I'm not here for it. Which is weird because it's like I love when teams play with crest. I allude to a lot of that in my rankings of it, but I think this one falls short. I think after a while, when you are looking at this kit, it just goes invisible. You could see the star for the 23 championship because that's there, but everything else about it just kind of fades out despite the attempts with the matte finish and some of the shiny lettering. Falls short. I think Gotham's color scheme has so much potential, but I just think it falls really short.
Now, Sandra, I'm going to put the group message on blast here. You compared this to an old time gum.
Oh, yes. How could I forget my take? When I first saw this for some reason it triggered this in my brain. It triggered like old timey grandma gum in my brain. Oh, shout out to Mark. Of course, he had the gum. Look, there's an image here of blackjack chewing gum, and it's like old timey grandma church gum, and that is immediately for some reason what it triggered in my brain as soon as I saw it. It was giving black licorice.
You know that gum has been at the bottom of some pocketbook for 20 years, and it's
20,
just
40.
scrounging it
at
out with
least.
lint covering it.
Ew.
Gotham, you're
I've
better
never seen
than
that before.
the blackjack licorice kit or
I think
licorice gum.
seeing that black crest though makes me wish that they would have gone full like Dark Knight Gotham black on black. I think that would have looked
Ooh.
ridiculously cool,
Yeah.
like cold as hell.
Or even
Maybe like the powder,
dark
powder
black
blue
with
crest, maybe.
teal or their powder blue lining, but like really
Yeah,
strong.
that would be cool.
Let's see.
Even the
Maybe.
powder blue crest, just as
Yeah.
like the one
I
glowing.
really, but I really like how the black crest looks, like that black on black layering. So
Potential. It looks unfinished, right? Like a little bit of that.
yeah,
Yeah, like you went to color correct in Photoshop and you like forgot to highlight all the details of the crest a little bit.
One of my bottom three. I'll just tease it.
North Carolina Courage. They dropped the Believe kit. They say it embodies North Carolina, quote, as the place to be. What do we think? How different is this from anything else we've seen from North Carolina, Christine? We're giving you the initial thoughts here because you haven't seen them before.
yeah, no, I like it because I like that there's texture to it, but I feel like it's not serving up North Carolina Courage to me. It's just like it's a pretty kit.
Are you saying you don't believe?
I want to listen.
not the
I
only one.
believe when you probably shouldn't believe, and I do really like North Carolina Courage, but I think that this is like, it's nice.
Yeah.
I would wear
It's
it
giving template a little bit.
a little bit, but like I like the textured aspects of it, but other than that, it's it's nothing remarkable.
I think it's a good color. I like this red, Courage. I've never really leaned into that cardinal red of their crest before, and we're seeing them trying to do it a little bit more recently. So I appreciate that, but it's just kind of like it's fine. It's like it's a template, and maybe that makes it a little bit boring, and maybe that's, I don't know, maybe that's why they wanted to call it Believe, so that you could believe that it wasn't.
It's safe for North Carolina, I would say. Whereas some of these other kits we've seen are a bit more bold, and maybe that gives people hot takes around them, but this is safe from the Courage. Orlando Pride, let's go to them because this is a new kit for them, and we've got the crest in the center, Darian.
I like it, Sandra. I know you hate this crest in the center, but I love how symmetrical this kit is. I mean, the purple pops. It's 10 years of Orlando. I mean, I think this is cool. I'm liking the teams that go all out on their home color.
Darian, you're missing the biggest factor of this kit. There's a star.
The star. Yeah, the star is cool. I still am not a fan of the fountain. I wish that the Pride would do like the Pride of Lioness. I won't lie. I don't get it. But I do love the color. I like the placement of everything. I think it stand out. It pops. It feels powerful, but fun at the same time. I love this.
I will say this. I have Orlando ranked higher than Bay on my rankings. I love the iridescent crest. It looks so good, and I hate that it's in the middle of this jersey, not once but twice. Not only is it in the center, it is then sandwiched between the sponsor and a Nike swoosh. You couldn't have at least moved it higher. We'll see. At least it's not as low as Bay.
I like this, but here's the thing. My thing is, especially this season, because they have the star, like flap that baby right in the center of my chest so I could be like, hey, everybody seeing it? Everybody, like that part. I don't love how big the Nike check is above it. I feel like that could have been a little bit more understated, but the purple is gorgeous and Bando looks fire in it.
The iridescent crest is very cool. Can we make sure the numbers are not iridescent? That's all I've got to say.
Oh no. Listen, I've already got glasses on glasses. I will not be able to see it. I'm just going to be going by vibes. Like I feel spiritually like that's Banda carrying the ball. I'm not sure. Like,
we're never going to get name that player right when Mark puts the numbers in there for Orlando, because we're just never going to know. Okay, from Orlando to Portland, Thorns FC, they've dropped a new kit. Sophia Smith rocking it with that new diamond wedding band as well. Sophia Wilson. Wow, I couldn't even do that one right. Christine, what do you make of this Portland kit? Does it look like a sweater to you or just me?
It does. Like, I'm like, okay, does this come in cashmere? Where do I sign up? Like, it's nice. It,
I
it
like
doesn't
it.
look like a kit, and I don't know if that's a bad thing. It's certainly unique, but yeah, it looks like marled wool. Like, I'm like, all right, fashion girlies, like infinitely better in my opinion than the Ed Hardy year. I hated that. I don't ever want to see that happen again. This is nice. I'm okay with this. I would forget that it's a kit and probably wear it accidentally as a shirt.
So it's dark shades with red kind of horizontal lines
Yeah.
strewn throughout it. I'm not good at describing kits like this, Sandra. How do you rank Portland's?
It's lower for me. It's definitely the bottom half of my rankings. And honestly, it's not like, again, so many of these kits are not truly terrible, but they're not really like hit it out of the park type of kits. So they're all, I don't want to say they're all kind of mid, but they're all just sort of fine. And I think for Portland, they kind of strike that as well. This is fine. It's giving more of a training kit for me. Again, love the crest. I just think the kit falls a little bit short in this one, especially when you compare it to what we've seen from Portland in the past.
We've seen clubs go one way or another, different colors that they've thrown out there. And Darian, Racing Louisville said, we are going to go back to our roots, drop the roots kit. And it is green, a forest green. It's matching your nails right now, Darian. Do you like?
It matches my nails, my bonnet, my chair, my sheets. I have a green obsession. I like this. I think Louisville is also a team that needed a reset. I did not like their kits. What was their one thing they did when they were
The
photo
Argyle?
shoot for it?
That looked like
They did like a-
Harlequin.
Maybe they did a funky photo shoot for it, I think in 2022. But anyways, I was
Yes.
like, I
Yes.
do not like this. They were in like a barn or something like that.
Yeah.
This is cool. This feels sleek. I think the minimalist part of it just being green with the dark lining, the dark accents is cool. It feels badass. It feels professional. It feels like a subtle form of power. I like this. I think Louisville needed a reset, and this was a statement to do it.
Green is a little too muddy for me, but I'm here for more green kits in the league.
So you,
Like,
you realize you're outnumbered here for green girls, right?
oh,
Sandra?
I'm a green girly too. I'm here for any I'm a cool color palette type of girl. Give me my greens, give me my blues, give me my purples. This one, you don't think the green's just a little bit too muddy? It's not as foresty or evergreen to me. It's a little bit more green brown.
It's a little dark. I get it.
Yeah.
It is a little dark, but I think it's like a gritty kind of, I don't know. I like the subtlety of it.
I like the green. There's a lot of purple teams in the NWSL. There are a lot of purple out there.
I don't
Especially
think there are any green teams.
They're
not that green, at least at all.
not
Like
that
I
green,
can't even
no.
think of recent memory of teams that have used that color.
But now we have
And
Boston and Denver coming in that are also looking like
see.
they're going to use green. So Louisville was like, I got to get ahead of all those teams coming in next year. And
as someone who spiritually roots for Louisville for myriad reasons, aside from probably having been reprogrammed to be rooting for Louisville after last season, I think the green maybe will bring them good fortune. They'll actually get into playoffs this year. They definitely needed to turn the page. So that's the way I'm looking at it.
San Diego Wave FC, they dropped their new kit as well. And this one features water. They are saying that the Del Sol kit was the sun, and now this Altamar kit is the sea. It looks like we're looking directly into a reflection pool. Sandra, how do you rate this one for San Diego?
Yeah, I've got it in the upper half of my rankings for sure. Listen, I already said I love the cool color palette, so I like the shades of blue in this one, and there's no mistaking it. You look at it, it's very obvious what it's trying to represent, and I love when the messaging doesn't get lost.
I love it too because the sponsor is not eating up the entire front of the kit.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's there, but it's not insane. And I love the water aspect. I mean, San Diego, you can do so many cool things with it being SD. And I like that they're sticking to environment, sun, water. Who knows what they're going to do next? But I love this. This is probably top 3 for me so far.
Ooh.
Okay, this one I don't like, and I think it's probably just a byproduct of growing up at the shore because it reminds me of the little kids' boardwalk rash guards in that exact print. And maybe it's by design because San Diego, but like I can't get beyond that. Like I could literally go find you like a $25 rash guard from like the Hand store on Long Beach Island that looks like that.
Oh my gosh, Christine, yes.
I'm sorry.
that.
It's
I love that.
exactly.
As a Jersey Shore girl myself, yes. You literally took me back to the Ocean City Boardwalk circa like 2005. That's hilarious. I like this though. I agree with the sponsor, Darian. There are some kits where I'm like, all I see is the sponsor, like
Too
Racing
loud.
Louisville.
Yeah.
But Orlando Pride also is that, but theirs is Orlando Health, so it kind of is like symmetry. I
works.
let that one
Mhm.
slide. It's helpful because I'm like, oh, that's Orlando. It says it all over the kit. Okay, that was San Diego's. We're getting toward the end here. Seattle Reign FC. They are dubbing this the Rise kit, and of course, they had to have their new forward striker Lynn Biondolo rocking this one. We get to see, it looks like sun rays coming out of the side of her a little bit. Christine, what do you make of this one for Seattle Reign?
No, I don't know what it is about it that doesn't draw me in. It could just be that the subtlety of the rays from, I don't know. They could have done better. Lynn's definitely looked better. This is not a knock on her. Like, give her some color. God.
It's also just like an incomplete for me. Like I get what they're going for here. They're really trying to show off the kit and the details, but every one of these kit reveals have been with the sponsor. So I don't know. There's a little bit of a question mark for me. Like I don't know if the Black Futures Co-op is still going to be the sponsor on the front. I hope so, because in my opinion, it's the best looking sponsor font in the league. It looks so cool whenever you see Reign out there with those kits on there saying the Black Co-op on there. And so this gets more of an incomplete for me because you got to see it in full effect. And I don't think we're getting the full effect here.
Yeah, it feels a little bland.
Yeah.
I think if there was a sponsor, I would be thinking about this differently. I actually do like the simplicity of it with the white with the rays. I like the pattern of the rays, the way that they come up the front of the shirt. It looks cool. But yeah, I wish there was a little bit more of a pop, but it
Yeah.
seems like Seattle's also on a reset, and who knows if they'll be adding a sponsor to the front. I know working in a front office, I know that sometimes those things can run late. Who knows? We may see something come season time.
It also
I
looks
think
like the crest is very tiny on this kit compared to how large the Nike swoosh is. And I would like it better if it was in the middle. I'm going to say that. I would like this kit better.
Andrew's gonna go run screaming from the chair today. I think if
Oh,
they
that's
added some like
nightmares.
accent colors or maybe some metallic lining, like
Ooh,
maybe a
that would be
pinstripe
cool.
into it, it would have popped more. So it looked more complete. But for me, it looks like a version 1 of what could have been like a version 3.
I want to rate it again when we see the whatever's on the front.
I would assume something's gonna that's a lot of
Front of
money
kit
for
sponsor
that
is the
position.
huge one.
So
Yeah.
who knows?
Utah Royals, they've dropped the Great Salt Lake kit. It is designed after, any guesses, everyone? The Great Salt Lake. There we go. It's a blue
The
kit
salt flats.
with the yellow trim, the yellow socks. Dee, what do you think?
I don't mind this. I think it's loud. It's funny, like Salt Lake. It does not look like this at all, but it's cool. I understand that.
I mean, it's not a vibrant blue and turquoise. How dare you?
It is not.
yeah.
But I like the loudness of it. And
If
I
you-
really am enjoying the trim that teams are highlighting. The golden yellow is cool. It's a good complement with the blue. Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Great color combo for sure. The royal blue, the bright yellow. It's electric. It looks
So
good.
I love me a bright sock. Like I love yellow socks. Like I still have the U.S. Women's National Team highlighter yellow socks, which I guess I'm retiring so that they don't disintegrate. But like pop-in socks are like one of my favorite things. Like it brings kids together.
Well, Christine, if you like bright, loud colors, get ready for Washington Spirit. Their secondary kit name says it all. It's called Shockwave. Finally, we are getting full neon with neon highlighter yellow with neon highlighter green accent trim. Yes, 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 yes. All day in this bold yellow kit for me. What do you think, Christine?
Did they jack it from Brazil?
Yo, I'm saying, or
Like
Australia.
it's good, but it literally looks like it was like, hey, let's slap the Spirit logo on a Brazil jersey and roll with it. I
Yeah.
don't hate it. I just, as soon as I look at it, if you just hid the crest. I'm assuming it's Brazil.
Sandra?
Yeah, I don't disagree. It's one of these kind of middle of the pack kits for me. I also just don't really know what the messaging is or what exactly is going on with like the Spirit rebrand. Like we've heard something's been coming or in the works for like a couple seasons now, but they went with like a monochrome kind of crest, and then they introduced like highlighter yellow last year. So it's like they're not really changing the logo or the name, but they're integrating new colors. So it's like, I don't know. It's a weird vibe. These last two kits are just like, if you have to over-explain the messaging, it gets like lost a little bit. And I think for me, it's a good kit. It's going to absolutely stand out on the pitch, but I'm not sure if it ranks higher or lower than some of the other ones. And I think maybe it's going to be a middle kit for that reason. It's very template like almost though.
Oh my gosh, guys, I love this one. Darren,
I love it. Please send me one Washington Spirit.
This is
Please
awesome.
send me a Trinity Rodman one. I will rock it.
I can't wait to see Lacey Santos rock a kit that looks like a Brazil kit. It's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be hilarious.
She's gonna hate that. Okay, guys, quickly, number one kit. Who'd you say?
I went with Kansas City Current.
Oh,
I like the teal.
Sandra.
Oh, no.
That's shocking to me. I'm going with Houston. I
just want to be
that
different. I know a lot of people are
purple
going to put Houston one. So
neon. I love that one. I really like this Washington one too. Finally, they're
I'll
just
say
leaning
Spirit.
all into it.
Yeah, I love Spirit. We were both saying we wanted a highlighter kit and we got it.
Christine?
you got to see them all again. Cupo. I'm with you though.
I'm like,
I'm with you.
hey, I'm a visual learner. I can't remember what we went. No,
You like the
I
Angel
feel like
City one too.
because it's stuck in my brain. Yeah, I like the Angel City one. I like Orlando. Yeah, there's a few, but no, it's all a blur. So yeah, that's my answer.
It's all a blur. You can rock all of these. NWSLshot.com. Plus, the goalkeeper kits are available for purchase right now at the time of the jersey launch. And for the first time ever, you can purchase these in the UK as well. And there's replica versions of these jerseys featured expanded sizes this year. Extra small through 2X for the women's cut, small through 3X for the men's cut. Go get them. Go buy them. Clubs, if you want to send them to A3, we'll rock them all day on the show. We've got shows all season long, and we will be talking about them.